People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Now the first part of the video is called corruption, system corruption, popo corruption, bribery, and an epic failure as it pertains to the transport system in Jamaica. Now I am speaking specifically about an incident that occurred on a Mannings Hill route as it pertains to a taxi driver. And unless you've been living under a rock, you must have heard about that incident, maybe about a video 10 minutes long in which a taxi driver was being chased by the popo, multiple popo, car, truck, lorry, whatever you want to call it. However, he did not stop for at least 10 minutes. He was caught, he was taken into custody, and he was arrested. That man's name, 26-year-old EXP0 ED-P0L. Now people, when I first did that video, I said that based on this man, one action, which I think that it might be his regular thing, he should not be able to own a driver's license, register a vehicle, conduct any sorts of business as it pertains to public or even private passenger vehicle. He should be banned for life. He should have to face the judge that would make a determination as to if he gets bail or he sits out until his trial is over, come to a conclusion, meaning him get guilty and get a whole bunch of time. People, you might be shocked, but I am not shocked. That man was taken to the jail yesterday, more than likely, Constant Spring Popo Station. He was given station bail. That means that the officer in charge, the big officer, the big soap at the Popo Station, made a determination that yes, this man should be released. Now people, here are the facts about this man. This man has 19 outstanding tickets, traffic violation, many of them speeding. This man was charged for dangerous driving, endangering the lives of people, all woman, picnic, man, woman, dog, puss. As a matter of fact, him lick off a man off a bike. So therefore, he could have taken that person's life. Don't know the condition of that man that him lick him off of the bike. However, after all of this that we saw, he was allowed. It was up to the discretion of the popo at the Constant Spring Station or wherever station that they took him to, that he qualifies for station bail. So therefore, he walked out scot-free. He did not see a judge. The judge did not get his file. The judge could not look over his glasses and make a wise decision because that decision was made by the officer, top officer at the station in which they took him. So therefore, as we speak right now, before this video goes on YouTube, that man might be driving taxi as I speak. That man might be conducting business right now as we speak, as if nothing happened yesterday. That video is a figment of our imagination. That incident did not occur, it did not happen. We all had a bad dream. Now people, here is where the problem lies, and this is my disclaimer before I proceed. Mr. ED-P0L, EXP0 ED-P0L, the driver of that taxi, there is no justification, there is no explaining. What he did was DEAD wrong. It was one of the worst cases that we've ever seen in the history of taxi driving anywhere on Master God Earth, on planet Earth. So therefore, let me just get that clear. Now people, here's where the problem lies. And I am not giving any sorts of justification or making any excuses for this man. It lies with the system, wherein somebody can have multiple tickets. In this man's case, only 19, and I say only 19 because you have drivers of public passenger vehicle, meaning minibus, taxi, that have thousands, hundreds of tickets. So therefore, his little 19 ticket means absolutely nothing. So this is a system lapse, because had they had a system in which every time you get a ticket, every officer that is working traffic can pull up your TRN and say, alright, this man owes for this ticket, this man get this traffic violation, so therefore this man's license was suspended, this man should be locked up, this man should pay the fines, the fees, before he is released. That does not exist. They say that they are doing it. That has been in the making for in excess of 2, 3, 4, 5 years going on. Lately I saw they came out with something that they say it is now linked up. I doubt it very much. And even if it is linked up, most of these officers are going to turn a blind eye because they are a part of the corruption. So people, here's where the problem lies again. The people that go to Port Maria and Nassau Bay, they don't have any sorts of transportation. There's only 5 or 6, and this is based on a man that is running the taxi route, based on information that I got. So therefore what happens is that a lot of these taxi drivers, they apply for a route that is from Kingston, go to Tavern, meaning Lawrence Tavern, and Nassau Bay, Highgate, Port Maria. However, when they leave Kingston, they go through Golden Spring, Tavern, and then them turn back. Most of them turn back at Golden Spring, even though their license say them supposed to leave from Kingston, go all the way to St. Mary, all of those places that I call. So therefore, it comes the law of supply and demand, because those routes are not satisfied. There comes people like Massive, drivers like Massive, realize that, alright, since everybody had turned back at Golden Spring, turned back at Tavern, not going all the way to St. Mary, we have a wide plate cab, we can go that route. And the vehicle that Massive was driving yesterday, that vehicle held or carry 9 passengers. Based on the information that I got, it is said that each passenger pays $700 to $600. So people, one way, $6,300, $5,400, depending on the amount of people and what they pay. Two way, $12,600, $10,800, minimum, maximum per back and forth. So we are talking about 12,000 to 10,000 plus. So that is why it is a lucrative route, because it is underserved, high demand. Now people, here is where the corruption comes in as it pertains to the Popo, because we've all seen the videos and we saw that the Popo, especially one Popo driving the car, he was TICKED off, he was PISSED off, because he was telling the driver of the taxi. How you can have people in the car, so much people, 9 people to be specific, and they're driving like a maniac, a madbat out of hell. So people, it seems as if this police took the job personal and wanted to see change. But people, here are the facts as it pertains to the Constant Spring Popo, and based on information and conversation that I've had with persons that ply that route. It is average, it is normal for each and every one of these taxi drivers that goes through Manning Hill, Constant Spring, Manor Park, to be taxed on a daily basis, on a per shift basis, by the officers at the Constant Spring Popo station. So therefore, first shift, them get taxed. And when I say tax, I am speaking about an average of $2,000 to $3,000 per shift. If they are lucky, 1 shift. If them not lucky, 2 shift. That means the officer that runs or operates or monitors the shift. If that officer on the day shift want money, them have to pay. If the officer upon the evening shift want money, them have to pay, or else the cab is going on the wrecker, the cab is going to get towed. And when that cab gets towed, it is going to cost way, way, way more money. So therefore, they are stuck between a rock and a hard place. Them basically they in a BATTY hole. So therefore, they have no choice. Now people, here's the thing. The same officers that you saw chasing down Mr. Pusey, Massive, the driver, they are very familiar with him. They know that he has a wide plate taxi. They know that he is not registered to ply that route. However, because they are getting their palms greased, them turn a blind eye. So people, based on conversation that I have, it is said that the man get frustrated. Now people, disclaimer once again, because I know the critics out there that listen to these jackasses. He got frustrated. It is not justified what he did. He got frustrated because him say him tired for pay them. He just did not have the money or did not want to pay that money yesterday. Now people, like I said before, what he did is DEAD wrong. So therefore, no kind of justification. It was a boneheaded move. It was a dangerous move. It was an irresponsible and reckless move, without a shadow of a doubt. So people, me just say, what we saw is because there was a lapse in communication. The driver felt as if, but them man you know say, me not have no road license. Them know say is a hustle. Them take money off of me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And the Sunday are the one day being yesterday that I don't have the money. Them no want give me a blight. So therefore, I am going to take a risk and see if I can outrun them this time. Unfortunately, or fortunately for us, somebody was recording and the video went viral. So people, like me say, there is no sort of justification for his deed. He is DEAD wrong. However, the point is that he is wrong, the system is wrong, the popo, they are corrupt. The popo knows say the man around the route. The popo knows say it is wrong. However, because they are getting tipped, because they are turning a blind eye, they act as if now they are appalled when them know already say this is Massive. Massive and them have conversations. Massive and most taxi drivers driving wide plate in that route exchange cash on a regular basis, on a daily basis, sometimes twice a day. So therefore, how them are going like say now, this is something strange. Now people, like me say, this is one of the worst cases that we've seen, or case that we've seen in the history of taxi driving. So let's not get it twisted. So people, at the end of the day, like me tell you, system failure. Nobody should be driving any sort of car in any sort of place and have 10, 19 tickets in this case, in some case, hundreds of tickets, in some case, thousands of tickets, and still operate a vehicle. It is crazy. It is putting the lives of the passenger in danger. People are going to lose their life. People have been losing their life because the other day we see a taximan lit down a lady upon Washington Boulevard. I think it did not stop. These people feel as if they can operate with impunity without any sorts of repercussions. So therefore, whenever them get up, them do the same thing every day because them feel as if it is normal. Corruption, bribery, buffoonery has been normalized in Jamaica, and people, this is yet one of the biggest and worstest case that we've seen. However, like me say, system lapse, system incompetence, corruption as it pertains to the Transport Authority, corruption as it pertains to the poor, and even worse, reckless people as it pertains to massive 26-year-old Jamal Pusey, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.